Hello everyone and welcome to Daria Draws. Whether you're a beginner in art or just someone who wants to find your own voice, this video is for you because we will be talking about how to find your own style or at least get close to it. Now, finding your own style can be very challenging, especially in the beginning, and it isn't even something that you find and you stick with for your entire life. You're not bound by it. Your style usually changes with you as you grow, it evolves as well. But here are some tips to get you started. I cannot stress enough the importance of education. And education is not only about attending classes in your art academy, but also just exposing yourself to as much art as you can, and different styles, different artists, and different time periods. Art history is an incredible source of information and inspiration. It is something you can just use to your advantage and something that will definitely broaden your horizons. Art history helps you to also perfect your technical skill because you have so many great examples of already established artists that you definitely can copy from and draw inspiration from, and that will just enhance your creative process. And don't try to push yourself into being creative straight away, just start small. Obviously, creating your own style or mixing a few to create your own is definitely involving some rule breaking. So if you want to break the rules, you first have to know them. So knowing things like composition and color theory, and of course just building this backbone and this foundation of knowledge and technical skill is very important. So before you even think about creating something of your own, make sure you know the basics. Now, experience is also very important because that's how you will know what your strengths are, what are your weaknesses, what are potentially the things that you would like to emphasize your art on. So the more experience you have, the more, again, knowledge you have, the more you open up to new potential successful trials of finding your own style. I feel also a very important point is to be authentic and to start off your career with a banger piece that will become very popular, and then you realize that it's not you and it's not your thing, it's not what you want to do, but that's what your audience is expecting of you. Is not the best way to go. It's better to just stay true to yourself and not try to be someone. Just be yourself, express you in your art, and that's when people will actually see you. Experimenting is also an important point because without trying something new, you will not know whether you like it or not. But unlike many other areas, I feel like art should not be pushed, and if something is way out of your comfort zone, maybe it is not the best way to go. If you push yourself too hard, maybe you will not benefit from it, or you will just end up being disappointed constantly because you're trying new things, they do not work out. Eventually you just lose your motivation to try anything new at all. Instead, I would recommend looking at artists that you feel most connected to and find those elements that you see and you go like, oh yeah, like I could do that. I would feel comfortable trying this out, and that would actually fit into my vision of what I want my art to be. And try to add those elements and see what feels natural and what doesn't, and then toss that away. The more art you expose yourself to, the more things you will find that actually inspire you and you're naturally drawn to. Like, is it the dramatic contrasts like the works of Velázquez, or is it the gentle, colorful strokes like Renoir? So it's just nice to know your preferences and know what you like, and then when you pick up on those elements that you enjoy looking at and you feel like you would love to implement them in your own works, try them at different intensities. So if you do something and it feels a little too daring for you at this point, just tone it down and try it like spice. Basically, you just add as much as you need and as much as your taste allows you to. And of course, implementing elements and making direct copies are two very different things. So avoid doing direct imitations. Those can be great while you're studying and you're doing certain studies with oils or with any other material that you're working with, and it's kind of like for educational purposes, but leave that for the educational purposes. And when you start doing your own art, your own pieces, really do stay true to your emotions and your experience, so that when you do implement even the little elements from other artists, of course you can mix and match them as well. You don't have to stick to just one specific artist or one specific time period. You can then say that this is you and you haven't just copied someone else's work. Of course, finding your own style is a very nuanced journey that just keeps going as you grow older, and your art keeps getting better and it changes over time. So even when you do find your own style, it will still be changing with you and with your experiences, and it will just be deeper and richer, like fine wine. And it's definitely something that requires time, but finding your own voice is also very important, so that you're comfortable every time you pick up that brush or, I don't know, any other instrument that you might be working with. And yeah, basically just make yourself feel comfortable. You can do different experiments, but if they don't feel comfortable, most probably it's because they're not right. And thank you so much for watching. I hope those tips from my own experience have helped you at least a little bit. And if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave an encouraging comment, and you can subscribe to my channel to see more upcoming videos or watch some of those here. And I'll see you in the next one.